by N. M. Ryan, illustrated by Brock Nicole. Chapter 1. To speak the name of the dead is to make them live again, the tower guide whispered ominously. The clan giggled at what they thought to be just another stage of plot. The tour throughout the tomb, he continued, and especially when we enter the burial chamber, you must refer to the mummy as the king of Fahrenheit. Is that understood? The group of members nodded their agreement, as they quickly realized it was not another superstition. I know the girl had been telling the truth because I read about them on the internet. In reparations for the class trip. Now we are here. It's Egypt, inside the actual pyramid. On our way down to the burial chamber to look at the actual mummy. Come along, children. Miss Crabwalk's voice rose above the noise, and everyone immediately started to file out the ritual shaft in pairs. Everyone except for Simon. I found him at the back of the room, trying to decipher the hieroglyphs on the wall. Simon, what dear? What are you doing without me? I teased. Honestly, sometimes I think you actually want to get left behind. Harry, look, I discovered what this means. Simon says. I glanced back and checked the progress of the quiz. Only half of the group had filled out the room, so I figured we had a couple of minutes left. I definitely wanted to use Simon's had found, but I absolutely did not want to get in trouble with Miss Crabwatch. It says here that they pulled the mummy's red out of its nose, Simon told me, and then he described the whole mummification process. After all of that, they wrapped the mummy in the bandages from head to head, to toe, and put them in the sarcophagus. The process can preserve the mummies for thousands of years. Wow, that's cool, I exclaimed, just as I saw our classmate leaving the chapel. Shoot, come on, we need to catch up. I grabbed Simon by the shirt and dragged him toward the door. We were waiting for Miss Catwalk to turn the other way. Then we safely leaped into the back of the line. Our classmate storms and shadowed their way up wide flights of stairs, down in a narrow corridor, and into the next chamber. Simon stopped to inspect every insect and object that crossed our paths. I had to drag him back to the line at least 3 times. Finally, we all crowded into a room where the walls are covered with images of the Fahrenheit and several ghosts. The guide motions everyone to gather around one of the images. He launched into an explanation of the relationship between the Fahrenheit and its people and how the Fahrenheit was connected to the god. Of course, I already knew this story, but it was 100 times more fascinating listening to it while looking at the actual hieroglyphics on the wall than reading about it in school. Simon, however, did not find it as interesting as I did, and I had to decide to translate his own story. He stayed close enough to the group so I decided to leave him alone. The Guru finished his narrative for the life of the Pharaoh and made his way back of the room. He paused the doorway and called everyone's attention. Before us is a burial chamber where the mummy of the great king lies. The room was completely silent. The guide had captured everyone's interest. Even Simon entered into the air. He shouted and then disappeared into the darkness of the burial chamber. Simon and I agreed it was very critical, but pretty cool. We joined the line and walked single file into the tomb. Exclamations of surprise echoed around the chamber as the sarcophagus came into our view. This room was much smaller than the rest, and we all crowded around, smashing elbows to get closer view as the guide slowly raised the liquid to reveal the full-size mummy inside. I squeezed my way toward the sarcophagus and looked out at the alley. I held my breath as loud as I could, but there was just too much shoving. I finally managed to squeeze my way out of the tightly packed mass of bodies and went looking for Simon. He was sitting in the corner reading an anxious-looking book filled with hundreds of illustrations. I pulled over his shoulders and page after page of pictures of fireflies in the boat or journeys to mysterious places. Chapter 3. Then a loud scrabbling noise stopped us in the tracks. We watched in horror as the boy slowly opened the lid of the red sarcophagus. This can't be happening. We both squeaked at the same time. I felt as my teeth had both fastened me to the ground. Oh, we're going to get in so much trouble. I moved. Simon hurried to pick the book up from the ground. The sarcophagus now was completely open, and Mommy slowly sat up. He looked right at Simon. Hey, over there, I yelled, distracting the mummy long enough for Simon to grab the book and back away. We turned and ran out the door. We sped on the stairs and hid behind one of the pillars at the far end of the next room. My heart was beating so fast I could barely speak. What are we going to do now? I guess. Don't worry, I'll figure it out. Just keep an eye out for the Bobby while searching these books for Esther. He said so. I crouched now and picked out from behind the pillar, waiting for the Bobby to find us. I think I found something, he whispered. He whispered, but it was too late. The mummy had entered the room and was coming downstairs towards us. Save it for later. We have to get out of here now. I insist. Jackie Simons up by the back of his collar and rushed him out of the chamber into the long, narrow corridor. I don't think he saw us, I whispered, but I had spoken too soon. The mummy has entered the corridor and was heading toward us. We made a dash for the next chamber and hid behind another pillar in the back of the room. I resumed guard duty and kept an eye on the door. Simon quickly flipped through the pages of the book, frantically trying to find an answer. There's a missing page from this book, he said with frustration. These hieroglyphs only talk about what happens during the mummification. But I know I've seen the information we need somewhere. Chapter 4. Simon mumbled and started to pace about the room. I couldn't believe it. Simon wasn't able to solve this problem. We were really going to be in trouble. I started to panic. Why did you have to be staring at those pictures on the wall instead of listening to the guy's warning? I told Simon, if you had been paying attention, we wouldn't be in this mess. But shouting at Simon didn't make me feel any better. I just about to apologize when he jumped up and hugged me. That's it. The hieroglyphics in the original chat. That's where I saw it. Thanks, Amy. That was good thinking. It ran ahead, leaving me alone in the room with the mommy fat approaching. Wait for me, I screamed, running after him. Simon was already hard at work. Then I burst into the room. Quick, Amy, write this down. I swung my backpack into the dirt floor and pulled out a notebook and pen. I wrote repeatedly. as he distracted was on the wall. We will finish in no time. What's the plan? Simon, the first way is the other, as I tried to watch the doorway, and Simon's at the same time. Chapter 5. We had to lure the mummy back into the burial chamber, Simon said. Once he's there, we need to recite these words to put him back to sleep. It sounded simple enough, and I was beginning to feel confident that everything should work. Then Simon added, hopefully he crawls back into the sarcophagus before he falls asleep. Otherwise, we have to put him in there ourselves. I groaned just as the mummy entered the room. He's back. I twisted urgently, cramping my notebook into my pack as we got ready to initiate our plan. We waited until the mummy has desiccated and the stairs before sprinting by him back at the stairs and saw the corridor. I looked over my shoulders and saw the mummy coming after us. It works. He's following us, and he's moving much faster. I guess he's wide awake. Now, Simon says, we raced down the stairs into the burial chamber and down into the annex room. Off to the left, Simon pulled the notebook from my backpack and found the page. We waited and watched as the mummy wanted to storm around the chamber, trying to fight us. I told Simon to begin reading. Kings of kings, feather out of the land, lie back down to rest in the burning desert sand. Simon recited the words from our hiding places. When we watched closely to see it was taking place. In fact, the mummy took a step in our direction. Quick, read the second verse, I said urgently, and Simon resumed reading. In the rest sarcophagus you were kept, where you spent 3,000 years in slumber. Return now to the place you slept, and travel back to the time of wonder. The mummy stopped and dropped his eyes as he turned headed toward the sarcophagus. It was working. The mummy climbed back to his sarcophagus and lay back down. We waited a full minute until we were satisfied he was asleep, and then we tiptoed over and closing the lids. We did it, I grinned chumpily, and we gave each other a high five. Then Sam nudged my shoulders and said, Wake up, Amy. Chapter 6. Huh? I opened my eyes and looked around, confused. I said, Wake up, sleepyhead. Simon jumped up to his feet. We're here, come on. I looked out of the window as the pyramid, the last of the cliff-based step of the bus, is of middle green. Of course it was. I laughed, trying to hold up with Simon. Hopefully the real tour there it won't be chased by 3,000 years out money.
Good job!